All right. The other thing that we need to talk about is the remainder. Okay. So the remainder of a division is an integer such that it's going to be integers between. It's going to be a positive integers. Okay. First of all, it's going to be non-negative integers such that if you divide b with a, okay, you get the result of q, and this is what is left. Okay, but this is simple if a and b are non-negative numbers. Like if you have 21 and you divide 21 with 4, okay, you get the remainder equals to 1, right? So that's easy. But if you divide minus 21 with 4, what is the remainder? People may say it's minus 1, okay, but this is not correct. Okay, the remainder has to be positive. The remainder is something that is left after the divisions. So in this case, so let me draw you a picture. I think I'll have to do it again and again and again, okay, for a few times. So I'll be quick. So this is 0, right? And this is like minus 4, minus 8, minus 12, minus 16, minus 20, right? So if you multiply 4 with minus 5, you get to minus 21, minus 20. But minus 20 is larger than minus 21, right? So this is not the multiple of 4 that you want. Okay, you want the multiplication to be less than the actual number that you want. So you need to multiply 4 with minus 6. So this is the result. So if you go to this, and 21 is so this is 24, right? And 21 is this, right? 21 is this. So the remainder is this part. So the remainder is 3. Okay? So the remainder has to be non-negative. It is something that is left after the division. So if the denominator is negative, then it will be a little bit strange. Okay? But if you use Python, it works correctly. Okay, Python 3 works. You use Python 2, doesn't work. Okay, so let me remind you this, and we'll come back to this again and again. But the definition of the remainder is the number r, such that there is an integer. If you divide b with a, okay, the remainder is some integer r with the value between 0 and a minus 1, okay, such that there's some other numbers times a, and this is actually the remainder, okay. So let me remind you again, it has to be non-negative. Okay, and the Q is the quotient. That's the result of the divisions. Okay, so when we write code, we use operator mod to find the remainder. Okay, and a mod b is like the remainder of dividing a with b. So when I write a mod b, so yeah, this is like. So let me take 1 minute to fix this. I shouldn't write a mod b because you get confused with something at the top. Give me 1 minute. So B mod A is the remainder of dividing B with A. Okay, so these are this R is this will be equal to B mod A. Okay, B mod A. Okay, the last practice that I'd like you to try to think about is this. So let R be the remainder of the division of B by A. Okay. Now assume that C divide A and C also divide B. Prove that C divides R. Okay. There are 4 numbers. Now it will be a little bit bad. So let me write this. So R equals B mod A. Okay. And we assume that if we're gonna prove that if C divide A and C divide B, then C should divide R. So let me draw you a picture first before you try to prove it. The picture is look like this. So the process is A. This is B. Okay. And what is A? So A. So let's pretend that we are kindergarten. We are in kindergarten. So this is A. So if I want to divide B by A, what should I do as a kindergarten? So I would basically subtract, right? Keep subtracting, right? So the division is like the number of times you can subtract A from B. Okay? ดูด้วยครับคิดตามนิดนึง Okay. And what is R now? So R is B mod A. What is R? In these pictures, what is R? Do you see what R is? R is like in Thai we call Seth. What is R? So R is this. Right, so this is R equals B mod A. So when you write your proof, okay, you can have this picture in your mind, but this picture is not a proof. Actually, it's not an actual proof, right? So what we want to prove is like if C divide B and C also divide A, okay, C has to divide R. So that is like if C is A is multiple of C, B is also multiple of C. This remaining part has to be a multiple of, like, C has to divide R. Can you prove that? So let's get started with these 2 assumptions. So from that 2 assumptions, what do we have? Since C divide A and C divide B, okay, there exists integer K and M such that what? C divides A, what do you have? A equals KC or C equals KA. If C divides A equals C KC or C equals KA. C เท่ากับ KA or K เท่ากับ K or A เท่ากับ KC. Which one? Who says the top one? Who says the bottom one? Okay, the bottom one. Okay. Don't get confused over this. Otherwise, you won't be able to prove anything. Okay. So C divides A. So that means A is some multiple of C. This is the reason why C can divide A. And also C divides B, right? So B equals M times C. Alright. Now, because R is the remainder of the division of B by A, right? What do we know about R? Since R equals B mod A, we know that there exists integer Q such that B equals Q times A plus R. Right? So this is the definition of remainder. Okay? So there's some integer Q times A, and then you subtract it from B, and then you get R. Right? So R is what's left. Okay. So we know that this implies that R equals B minus Q times A minus Q times A. Now, can you prove that C divides R? From this, can you prove that C divides R? Okay, so we know this, right? And we also know this, so we can write R equals B minus Q times A, right? That's gonna be equals to B is this, right? MC, and Q times A minus Q times A is KC, right? C, right? So we factor out C. Okay. We can write R as this. Okay. And what else we need to say? What else do we need to say? To show that C divides R, we use other facts to come to this. But is this enough to say C divides R? Not yet. You missed something. What else do you need to say? Otherwise, anything would divide anything if you miss this. Yeah, you need to say that this guy is an integer, right? But why is it an integer? Because Q is an integer, M is an integer, and K is an integer, right? So because Q, K, M are int, so M minus Q, K is an int, and blah blah, and then we do that. Okay? Don't miss this. If you miss this in the exam, if you miss this kind of statement, out of 10 you get 5. Okay? Like you have half of the point because you missed half of the definition. Okay?